Hi guys, it's Mitch here and welcome to the magic of June. I'm just coming on to do June's guidance, sort of tarot scope for the month ahead. So let's have a little look. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what we need to know about. Just want to say as well, look out this month because there's loads of new pieces. There's loads of new sort of projects and stuff happening and being put together behind the scenes. So you might well see some sort of new offerings and some new events and other bits and pieces coming very soon. Just want to also say in terms of the tour, I don't know if you can see that too well, so it's really dark on this screen. So in terms of the tour, the places for June for this month, we've got Saturday the 17th of June. I'm going to be at sort of Weston-super-Mare, so there are still some tickets available for that if you want to come along and see me in Weston. And Saturday the 24th of June, I'm in West Pennard Village Hall, which is literally just outside of Glastonbury, which is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous venue, one of my favourite places. And there's still some tickets left for that. So, and if you can't make either of those dates, then there's also some other fab dates later on in the year that we still have tickets for. So we've also got Bristol, Melksham, Stoke-on-Trent, Ilminster, Monmouth and Westbury, all places that are also available. Right then guys, let's see what we need to know about for June time. So as ever, I'm working with the Bones Arcana Tarot, and we'll use this to do our sort of any sort of we'll do our sort of can't speak. I just can't speak. I was all over the place. Opportunities, obstacles, and lessons. That's what I was trying to get to. Sorry, my head was just went proper scrambled then. And then we'll follow through with one of my Wizard Within Oracle cards as a conclusion. That's what we'll try to do. Oh dear. Can't believe I always say it on each video, but I can't believe we're in June already. This month, this year is just flying by, isn't it? It's a bit crazy. So channeling these cards for the highest of good. Oops. Let's have a look. Let's see what we need to know about for June time. So we're looking at our opportunities first. Ooh, okay. And then any obstacles. And any lessons along the way. Interesting. Okay, so as we're going into the first card, which is all about our kind of opportunities, then we're going into the energy of the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles, this is a time for abundance. This is a time for prosperity. This is a really, really important time if you've been with this, I'm not saying you've been drawn to it, it's come out for us. I really can't speak today. My dyslexia is making me tongue-tied. Sometimes I have days where I'm like blah, 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 and this is one of those days, clearly. The Three of Pentacles, it's about a step up the ladder. So if things have felt blocked, if things have felt hindered, June time is going to be really positive. It's going to be really good. We're going to get this amplification of abundance, wealth, and just, things that may have felt blocked or hindered are going to start to click into place. They're going to start to come good. Some of you guys might be heavily rewarded financially as well, because it is Pentacles. This is doing something that you love, something that you're really passionate about. So if money's felt a little bit compromised or a bit hindered, or if you felt a little bit sort of pulled back financially, things are going to grow, things are going to flourish. This month may also be a time period where some of you have the opportunity to progress up the ladder in terms of career options. So there may be the embarkings on a career move. There could be a job promotion for some of you. There could even be a job change. That could also be coming in quite strong for some of you lovelies. And if those opportunities present themselves, or when they present themselves, go after them, harness those things, because it's all there for you if you want it to be. Now then, guys, as we're going into card 2, we're going into any obstacles. 6 of Swords is coming to our attention here. Oops, I'm trying to put this into the best place where you can see it. So 6 of Swords, so the boat's moving along, and what we've kind of got going on with this boat is this kind of, I don't know if you can see this too well, but this skeleton is actually blindfolded, so he's guiding the boat, but he's not always very sure in the direction it's going, and these swords indicate that you're having to work through some problems, some hurdles. There could be some setbacks for some of you. So I think when we look at this card in terms of obstacles, it's basically that there may be some stuff that we have to just go through. There may be some cycles that we have to overcome. There may be some personal crap that we've just got to process, and we've just got to lay it to one side. We've got to go through it. We've got to understand it. We've got to deal with it. Perhaps we've got to heal from it, but don't let it hold you back. So even though the boat's going through those pieces of restriction or pieces of energy that are coming to the surface to be worked through, healed, cleansed, purified, whatever, the boat can also keep moving along, so it can go through that stuff, but it can come back out the other side. So this isn't your final destination. This isn't your final place. So for some of us, we might feel slightly triggered. We may have sort of old wounds reopening, or it might feel like that. Or we may just have some bits and pieces that we've been putting off or avoiding, that this month we get to a point where we feel like, I have to own that now. I have to just get on and correct that, put that right, or deal with it, or acknowledge it in whatever way I need to. So how this could maybe show out, if some of you have been avoiding healing, it might come to the surface this month. You might have to deal with it. If some of you have got, like, perhaps you're in a job that you absolutely hate, maybe there's a boss making things difficult, or a co-worker, this might be the month where those things come to the surface and you just have to deal with it head on. Romantic relationships is also a big one with this. So if some of you are in a relationship that you know is not that beneficial, if you know that it's not really serving you, if you know that there are relationships that actually aren't giving you the best return or the highest of value, then it's being brave enough to maybe have those conversations, maybe say to those people, perhaps we're better as friends rather than as a couple, rather than being in love. Perhaps you're actually not in love, even though there's a love and a respect for each other. So if that's the case, don't stay stuck in a relationship that you've outgrown because you're avoiding ascension, you're avoiding moving forward, you're keeping yourself limited, you're keeping yourself stuck, really. And it is scary when sometimes we have to let people go, but at the same time, it's the kindest thing to do. It's very cruel to stay with somebody that you know that you're not really completely connected to. And this might not just be romantic relationships, this could be with family members, friends, but you'll know where it sits for you, Now, by doing that, we're going into the cycle of lessons. So 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands gives us, can you see that there? Just about. 3 of Wands gives us choices. It gives us an opportunity to carve a new footprint for the future. So with the 3 of Wands, there's an optimism, there's an openness, there's a realness, there's a looking out to the future and sort of seeing what can be created, what can manifest, what can happen. So this is a really, really exciting time for change, for new cycles, for new beginnings. And if you have felt restricted, if you have felt stuck, by letting go of some of this, you can access this. 3 is also a very powerful number. It's a very magical number in terms of witchcraft and numerology. And 3 is all about manifesting what we seek, we can attract, and in return, we can bring that into our physical existence. We can bring that into our physical reality. So actually quite an exciting time. If we can see beyond the physical elements of what this is, we can actually access a better quality of life. So there's something more enriching, there's something more hopeful, there's a new version or a deeper version of happiness and peace available for a lot of us here, because this is very peaceful, this card, as well as new beginnings and new cycles. It's also the types of experience, the types of energy, the types of connection that you go on to understand or embrace are actually really nice. They're really comfortable, So it's actually quite an exciting time, it looks to be, for June. So let's follow through with a Wizard Within Oracle deck and see what that has to say as an overall theme or an overall conclusion of this reading. Ooh, an interesting card. Okay, so we're going into the energy of the Wise Wizard. I don't know if you can see this too well, just about maybe. So I know the screen's really dark. I might have to invest in one of these little lights. Okay, so the Wise Wizard, it just sort of says here in the middle there, it says truths. And I suppose really it's an extension of that last card in a way. So really June for a lot of us, it's going to be quite a time when we're full of philosophy, when we're full of quite deep connection and deep awareness of self. And this is a time period to keep it really real. So the Wise Wizard has had lots of experiences, and it's remembering that every experience, every piece of what we go through in life has a reason, it has a purpose, it has a point, even if it feels harsh or negative or a little bit, horrible to have to go through. These things happen for a reason. They sort of make us stronger and they make us better people. So really, this Wise Wizard card is a little bit similar to like the Ace of Cups in conventional tarot. So everything's overflowing, everything's growing. You've got almost like this spiritual cup of life being gifted to you. And don't become a prisoner to your past. Embrace the cycles of what has happened, embrace the past, but don't relive it. Don't be a victim to it. Just see it as a piece of philosophy that you needed to go through to appreciate the grander scheme of stuff. So I think for some of us, you're going to be really sort of looking this month about everything. Everything's going to be sort of really coming to a place of understanding, a place of conclusion, if you like. And to me, this Wise Wizard, it's like they're not resentful, they're not bitter, they're not sort of dwelling in what could have been, because they know every cycle, every life teaching offers us something, and it's seeking the learnings, it's seeking the wisdom, it's seeking the knowledge, and then it's being open to a new cycle. So I think there's going to be massive transformation for quite a few of us actually this month. So it feels quite interesting, it feels quite exciting. So I'm going to leave it with you. I hope it resonates and makes a little bit of sense. Stay well, stay safe, stay fabulous. Thank you for all the love and the support. Also, just want to say, I'm not sure when it comes out, but I know in June I am in the Fate and Fortune psychic magazine. I did their 10 question challenge thing, which is basically where psychics are encouraged to do a reading for someone, and then they get feedback on how accurate it was, and etc etc. So there's a little write-up on me in Fate and Fortune. I've not seen it yet, but I know it's coming out in the June edition, so that's quite exciting. So I'm sure I'll put that on sort of my social platforms as and when it's out, so you guys can have a little look at it, or for anyone that actually gets that magazine, you'll be able to see it directly. So that's quite cool. So look after yourselves, keep shining. Like I say, look out for a lot of new pieces being sort of put together this month, and I will see you all very soon. Love and blessings. Take care. Bye for now.